In a world designed to drown you in noise, the ultimate rebellion is a clear signal. I don't sell luxury. I sell the framework for sanity. It's like a digital garden in the middle of a concrete wasteland. It's the sound of a rainy afternoon in a world that has forgotten what rain feels like without acid in it. While the rest of the city is screaming for a spotlight, Chill Hop is content to sit in the corner, providing the steady, mellow pulse that keeps my mind from fracturing. It's my quiet rebellion against the chaos. The neon pulse of Night City usually has a rhythm, but it's a jagged one. The sound of sirens, the hum of high-tension wires, and the relentless, aggressive beat of corporate pop designed to sell you things you don't need. I call it acoustic smog. When I retreat to my inner sanctum, I don't look for silence. Silence in this city is just a vacuum waiting to be filled by someone else's noise. Instead, I choose chill hop. To the uninitiated, it's just background music, a lo-fi beat, a dusty snare, maybe a looped piano riff. But for me, who navigates a world of hyper-complex variables, chill hop is structural medicine. It is the sound of intentionality. I remember the first time I truly heard it. I was analyzing a series of failed market projections, my mind a frantic web of what-ifs. Then, a track by Two North, one of those daily beats, slid through my Neuralink. It didn't demand my attention. It offered a framework. The tempo hijacked my senses and drowned out everything else. It was a rhythmic anchor holding me down and a soothing medicine. In a world that is constantly accelerating, chill hop is a radical act of slowing down. It's the aesthetic of the imperfect, the crackle of vinyl, the slightly off-kilter swing of a drum. In a city where everything is chrome-plated and surgically precise, those imperfections are a reminder of the human touch. They are the variables that others can't quite simulate. The woman who would become known as Sweetphone showed an early aptitude for digital signal processing and psychoacoustics. While my peers were chasing high-octane thrills of brain dance, I was dismantling old-world analog amplifiers to understand the soul of sound, the warmth and digital perfection that's often stripped away today. I was raised by my grandmother in the Kuala Boundary. She brought peace and tranquility into my life. As a little girl, I was less interested in playing with other children and more interested in learning the secrets of the forest around me. While other children played, I sat by the Okonalufti River, my eyes closed, mapping the way the water broke against the rocks. To me, it wasn't just noise. It was a complex, recursive algorithm, but a beautiful one. Everything has a frequency, Bobbi, my uncle told me, an electrician and radio operator for our tribe. He handed me a pair of salvaged headphones dating back to World War II. "Take this," he said. "Your ancestors used it as a code talker to send messages and hear things the enemy couldn't understand." I grabbed the headphones. Then he said, "Today, the Corps want to flatten the world into one sound. Our job is to hear the parts they can't see." I put the headphones on in confusion and told him I couldn't hear anything. "You will one day." My uncle told me that was the cue for my nature, the realization that sound was a tool for sovereignty. I noticed how heavy and low frequency would be when Biotechnica survey craft drifted close by. They disrupted bird songs and caused a subtle physical agitation in the elders. It was my first encounter with acoustic colonialism. So, I began to study how to shield my ears from noise pollution and allow only the sounds of nature to pass through. I excelled at McMurdo Dry Valley's University, earning dual doctorates in neural acoustic and algorithmic economics. My dissertation, The Cognitive Impact of Low-Fidelity Audio as a Tool for Noise Suppression, was flagged by several industries as subversive, forcing me into the independent sector. I wanted to start my business somewhere. Rather than sell my soul to megacorps and have my identity exploited, I teamed up with the CEO of Danger Gal to protect my newly found Sound Kingdom from dangerous competition of the corporate underworld. I leveraged a long-standing partnership with Danger Gal, a trusted security specialist and intelligence firm whose CEO was a defector of Arasaka. They let me utilize their security and intelligence networks to protect my proprietary codecs from competitors. Under my leadership, KSW was born and became the premier brand of Neo-Tokyo's audiophile. My products don't just play music. They also shield the users from the city's psychological acoustic smog. In a world designed to drown you in noise, the ultimate rebellion is a clear signal. I don't sell luxury. Instead, I provide the framework for sanity. Sweetphone is juxtaposed for sweet, meaning delicate and pleasing, referring to the sound of music, and phone is to convert sound waves into electronic pulses, meaning the technology of how headphones work. Bobbi Ani-Tsisqua. Ani-Tsisqua is Cherokee for Bird Clan.